okay, I gotta open this portal so that way I could go to another dimension. Alright. Oh my goodness. That's how I open the portal. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. Oh my goodness. I did it. Oh, this is trippy. I'm not gonna lie. This is real freaking trippy, and I love it. Hey there everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude here, and I'm here to review Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange is written and directed by Scott Derrickson. He is the same writer and director of horror movies like Sinister and Deliver Us from Evil. The film stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Tilda Swinton, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Mads Mikkelsen, and Rachel McAdams. So Doctor Strange is about, well, Dr. Stephen Strange. He is a surgeon, always trying to be this big show-off, to be the best that he can be. And then he gets into an accident which leads him to have hands where he can't really perform surgeries anymore because his hands are all shaky, and so his life is basically over until he goes to Tilda Swinton to hopefully get his hands healed, only to discover that Tilda Swinton teaches the art of magic and sorcery, and so Dr. Stephen Strange becomes Doctor Strange and starts to have all of these cool powers to become this hero and stop Mads Mikkelsen. And Doctor Strange obviously is a film I was really anticipating, and so I went to Doctor Strange hoping that it would be at least a good movie, and coming out of Doctor Strange I got a really entertaining and a really great installment into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think Doctor Strange is personally a pretty awesome movie. Definitely Benedict Cumberbatch owns the role of Doctor Strange. He does a great job in this film as the surgeon, the guy that is just all about being the show-off. As the film goes along, you see that his character isn't becoming the show-off. He cares about his powers and saving the world and stopping any evil that is stopping this whole time. But it's just so nice to see him in this role. So he was a great addition. Tilda Swinton was freaking badass. I say, of all the supporting characters, in which everyone does do a really great job, but out of all of them, Tilda Swinton, I think, was the best supporting actress in this film, the best supporting character. She was just so interesting. She brought so much emotion to her character. Without spoiling anything, there's just a certain scene where she has a conversation with another character, and that one scene I actually thought was pretty powerful and really touching, and I just loved how they handled Tilda Swinton. She had a great and interesting character to her, and it's thanks to her bringing that character to life that she just made it so interesting. She just adds so much more of that character. Chiwetel Ejiofor is also another great addition. I really liked him. I thought he did a really great job. I thought he also had a very interesting character, especially once you get towards the end without any spoilers. I just thought his character was also very interesting. Benedict Wong as Wong. Yeah, that's right. His last name is Wong and the character he plays is Wong. I actually really liked him. He plays this more serious guy. He doesn't really laugh at anything, which is part of the comedy of the film, which I really love. That made me laugh so hard. And Rachel McAdams, although unfortunately not in this film that much, I still thought she did a really good job for the role that she had. And something about Doctor Strange I gotta say straight off the bat. The special effects are spectacular. This might be visually the best film Marvel has ever delivered, because visually it is a spectacle. Some of the mind-blowing imagery that this film just delivers is truly amazing. This one scene, and obviously it was in the trailer, but once Tilda Swinton does that thing where Doctor Strange just... the stuff that he experiences, oh my goodness, that was one heck of a trippy scene. And just seeing all these scenes where you see the buildings tipping over, kind of like what happened in Inception, where you kind of see buildings just tipping over and all that, like, it was something truly remarkable. Whoever was in charge of the special effects in this film, bravo. Bravo. Oh, that was seriously fantastic. And although this film does have that Marvel formula that a lot of people are familiar with at this point, I still feel like they do a really great job of making the storyline very engaging, very creative, and doing something a little different for the cinematic universe, because we haven't really dealt with magic and sorcery in the cinematic universe, really. So it was a breath of fresh air to see a Marvel movie like this. So although it does have that formula, it still finds a way to have me absolutely engaged with the storyline, have me entertained, but also have me really caring for the characters and have me so entertained with the action when it is there. And there's definitely plenty of action to go with this film. And I actually did really love the training with Doctor Strange. I thought the training moments were very engaging. I thought those were very well handled. And I gotta say, Michael Giacchino's score, oh my goodness, Michael Giacchino made such a fantastic score for Doctor Strange. It really did fit this film. It was just so awesome. Also, a character with so much personality, surprisingly, is Doctor Strange's cloak. Man, this cloak, man. I know I've been hearing some criticisms regarding the gag of this cloak, but I'm just gonna say, I love the heck out of this cloak. This cloak was seriously awesome. One of the best characters, how they use that cloak was just so funny. And I just thought it really added to the humor. And I've already talked about the humor a couple times, but that's something I have to say. This is actually one of the funniest Marvel movies I've seen. I'm being honest. A lot of the humor actually worked for me. I never felt awkward with the humor. I never felt like there was that one moment where I'm all like, okay now. I never really felt like that, ironically. Whenever this film attempted at humor, it always pretty much hit for me, to be honest. I was laughing so hard at so many moments. It was executed and it was written so well. And I thought Scott Derrickson, coming from someone that directed horror movies like Sinister, Delirious from Evil, he did a great job. C. Robert Cargill, I thought him, Scott Derrickson, and John Spates, they did a great job writing this film. How they wrote the dialogue and the way that characters would interact with one another, I thought those were very well handled. And then without going into any details, I thought the climax was actually really good. I had a lot of fun with the climax. I liked how different that climax was compared to the other Marvel Cinematic Universe films, whereas it wasn't really all about hand-to-hand combat. It was something a little different this time around, and I actually found that to be very impressive, and how it was executed, I thought it was pretty dang terrific. And Mads Mikkelsen, I will say, I actually really liked him as the antagonist. I really did. I'm sure there could have been more of him. Just like with a lot of these Marvel cinematic villains, there could be more to them, obviously. But I will say, as far as villains go, he's one of the better ones I've seen in a pretty long time, if I have to be honest. For the screen time he had, I actually believed in his motivation and how he kind of challenged Doctor Strange, not only physically, but mentally. I actually thought that was a very brilliant idea on the film's part. Now, as far as criticisms do go with Doctor Strange, I will say that maybe the film could have done some more explanation regarding time and the magic and the sorcery. I felt like that wasn't explored as much as it could have been. I also do think that, like what I said with Mads Mikkelsen, I felt like there could have been more with him. The film could have given him more screen time, more things to do to show him for the true baddie he is. Also, Doctor Strange's training, although that was really cool, how he learned certain powers, it seemed like he learned those powers a little too quickly. Like, he'll mess up a couple of times, but that's like after a few mess ups, he automatically has that right. It seemed like for the most part, he seemed to know what to do during his training. And then the last problem I will say for the film is that Rachel McAdams' character, unfortunately, was underused and the character was pointless. She only served her purpose for maybe one scene, and that's when you see her again in, like, I think the 1 hour mark, because you see her in the beginning, you don't really see her character again until like the 1 hour mark. There's a certain thing she had to do, and she served her purpose there, and I like that. But other than that one scene where I did feel like she served her purpose, she was pointless. She didn't have to be in the film, and that's a shame because I'm a huge Rachel McAdams fan. But overall, you guys, Doctor Strange is a great installment into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I thought it did what it needed to do. It blew my mind with its visual effects and this whole concept of time, magic, sorcery. That was all very cool. The performances were great, the direction, the writing, they're all pretty great in my opinion. Doctor Strange may use that same formula we're known for, but still finds a way to keep me engaged throughout its running time. I was personally always into the story, and I love the humor as well. So because of that, I am gonna give Doctor Strange 3.5 out of 4 stars. So you guys, in the comments down below, let me know what did you think about Doctor Strange. Since all 6 of these superhero 2016 movies have come out, how would you rank them? I know there's some of the DC animated movies. I know some consider Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows to be one of them. I'm just going to do it by the regular 6. So how I would rank it is Captain America Civil War, which I think is fantastic. Then I would say Doctor Strange goes in the second place because I thought that was just a great film. And then third place would be Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice because I thought that was a good, solid film. I had a lot of fun with that one. Same with X-Men Apocalypse, which I would put at number 4. Except Batman v Superman just being a slightly better film in my opinion. Then 5th place is the very disappointing Deadpool. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but Deadpool just really underwhelmed me. And then last place is the even more underwhelming Suicide Squad. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you watching this. This is 22 Tiger Dude here, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power.